What's up, guys and gals? My name is Andy Harris, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to learn to shred. Where should you start? A scale. I'm going to teach you guys the major scale, and then I'm going to show you how to make that major scale a bit more interesting. And if you're an expert, an intermediate guitar player, or a freaking god, I think there's still some information that could be useful for you in this video. So stick around, grab your guitar, have fun, and let's go. The very first thing you're going to want to do if you're learning how to shred is learn a scale. And the first scale I'm going to show you guys is called the major scale. Now, I don't know which major scale this is because I don't know music theory and I don't really have any desire to learn music theory. What I do know is the mechanical structures and the patterns and the shapes of this scale, and they can be applied all over the fretboard. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to focus on one scale and how to make it interesting. So let's get started. We're going to go to the 5th fret on the 6th string, and I'm tuned to D standard, which is a whole step lower than regular E standard. That's the extent of my music theory. We're going to start out on the 5th fret, and then we're going to play 5, 7, 9. So you're going to pick that, down, up, down. You're going to play it with your first, your middle, and your pinky. And that's the first shape that you really need to learn in order to start shredding. If you're a brand new guitar player, you're just going to want to focus on doing this over and over and over, and then eventually it'll get quicker, and then you play it as fast as you want, right? Now, if you're already an expert and you can already do that, well, things are going to start picking up. We're going to play the same exact shape that we just learned on the next string. The cool thing about the major scale is that it shares a lot of patterns between strings, so it's a bit easy to navigate. So we're going to play 5, 7, 9 again on the 5th string. Now it gets a little tricky. If you noticed, we have our finger, then we have an open fret, we have our finger, then an open fret, and then our finger. Well, the shape changes now, and we're going to move our first finger up a fret, and we're going to move down a string, and we're going to play 6, 7, 9 on the 4th string. So let's put that together so far. We're almost there. We've got a couple strings to go. You're going to repeat the same exact pattern, 6, 7, 9 on the 3rd string. Now we're going to move our hand up one fret, and then we're going to move down a string, and we're going to play 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10. And that's it. That's a major scale. So you put it all together. And you can do it as fast or as slow as you want. And I would just practice that until you get physically sick. The next thing you're going to want to do is learn how to make it interesting. You know, you can change the order of the notes. That's the first thing that I would do, is just change the order of the notes. It's the easiest thing to start off doing. So instead of playing 5, 7, 9, we could try 5, 9, 7. And what would that sound like if you did the whole scale in that order? So it's a lot more interesting than just playing it regularly. Another thing you can do is we can change how many notes we play. We don't have to play 3 notes, we could play 4. I'm going to use a style of playing called legato, or hammer-ons and pull-offs, to pull this off. We're going to start on the 7th fret. We're going to play 7, 9, 7, 5. And we're going to just repeat that pattern on the next string. And then we're going to change the shape again. Instead of going 6, 7, 9, we'll do the pattern we just did. 7, 9, 7, 6. Do that again. 7, 9, 7, 6. Change up the shape again. We're going to play 9, 10, 9, 7. 9, 10, 9, 7. And the way you want to do this is hammer on and pull off. So you're going to play one note. And you're going to do that all the way up and down. And again, just practice that over and over. So we've learned a few different ways that we can make the major scale more interesting. There's other techniques that you can use. You could do string skipping. So instead of going just right up the scale like this, we could go 5, 7, 9 on the 6th string, and then we could play 6, 7, 9 on the 4th string, and then maybe we go back down to the 5th string and play 5, 7, 9 again. What would that sound like? Something like that. There's so many other things that you can just do with the major scale. It's really up to you, the guitar player, and this is where your style, your sound, everything's going to come together for you the more that you start experimenting. So stick with this scale and just play around with the notes. You could do literally anything. You can slide into notes, you can slide into 7, you can do some hammer-ons and pull-offs, you can make things a little bit more melodic, you know, throw in some bends, maybe you use this goofy thing. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Just make it sound interesting. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just letting my fingers do some random crap. But when you want to learn to shred, you're going to pick those notes real carefully. And you're going to, you know, like I said, learn some patterns up and down. And just play around with it. That's all you have to do. Learn the scale and then change the notes. And that, in essence, is how you start shredding. You learn a scale, then you change the notes. And there's a lot of different picking styles and picking techniques, but I'm not really going to get into all of that. The way that I like to play the major scale is something called economy picking. This allows you to go a little bit faster than just alternate picking, but that's a whole other separate video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Go back, rewatch it, learn some of these patterns, and have fun with it. Hopefully you can develop your own style, your own sound, and you'll be able to start doing things all over the fretboard. You'll be able to go from way up here, go way up here. You know, learn to do just whatever you want, but the major scale is really important because it's going to show you all of those patterns that you need to learn. It's going to show you all those patterns that you need to know in order to navigate the fretboard. And again, that's another video for another time as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got something out of this, and I'll see you in the next one.